Probably the second notable thing about this is the engraving here on the receiver. It's ONG, Ohio National Guard.
But there's like not much wear on these at all. This is the Ohio National Guard.
Probably the second notable thing about this is the engraving here on the receiver. It's ONG, Ohio National Guard.
But there's like not much wear on these at all. This is the Ohio National Guard.
98 grains, but well-placed shots can definitely prove lethal.
Nagant revolver, mechanically interesting, and that is the fact that it's a gas seal revolver.
Russian revolver, made in 1943, T&E, okay?
Number 10, Ohio National Guard Wingmaster 870S, $1,200. The Ohio National Guard 870 is a rare and beautiful shotgun produced in 1971 and served with the Ohio National Guard until it was sold and resold. It is a Wingmaster version with a deep blued finish and beautiful American hardwood stocks and forends. The gun is unique due to its bayonet lug and folding stocks, which are rare but present on Police 870S and made their way to the civilian market. The receiver has an outline of Ohio engraved with the letters ONG inscribed inside. The ONG 870 shoots smoothly with a buttery pump action, recoiling as any 12-gauge pump should. The bead sight is enough for the intended range, and the cylinder bore provides a bit of spread with stock Winchester mil-spec ammo. The gun can be found on Arms List or Gunbroker, but it is currently available for $1,200. The Ohio National Guard 870 is a beautiful example of Remington's favorite son and an excellent rendition of Remington's favorite son.
Probably the second notable thing about this is the engraving here on the receiver. It's ONG, Ohio National Guard.
But there's like not much wear on these at all. This is the Ohio National Guard.
Number 9, Hakim and Rashid rifles, $1,500. In the mid-20th century, Egypt was a pioneer in firearm adoption, with the Hakim rifle and Rashid carbine being two of the most notable examples. The Hakim is based on the Swedish Automegavar M42, but with some modifications and chambered in 8mm Mauser instead of 6.5 by 55mm. The Rashid is a downsized version of the Hakim, but chambered in 7.62 by 39mm. Both guns have an old world feel, but are equipped with a direct impingement gas system, a tilting bolt design, and semi-auto rate of fire. The three major military powers of the early 1950s were the USA, the UK, and the USSR. In the USSR, the AK-47 in 7.62 by 39mm was adopted in 1947, marking the beginning of the modern age in small-caliber select-fire weapons. In 1952, Colonel Gamal Abdel Nasser decided to produce domestic Egyptian small arms with European design.
It's actually a Swedish design. It was designed for the Swedish Army in the 50s, and all the tooling and design and everything shortly after.
Seen here is how you charge the Jungmann rifle, which is very dangerous.
It's actually a Swedish design. It was designed for the Swedish Army in the 50s, and all the tooling and design and everything shortly after.
Seen here is how you charge the Jungmann rifle, which is very dangerous.
Number 8, Nagant M1895 revolver. The Nagant M1895 is a 7-shot gas seal revolver designed and produced by Belgian industrialist Léon Nagant for the Russian Empire. It was chambered for the proprietary 7.62 by 38mm R cartridge and features a gas seal system that closes the gap between the cylinder and the barrel when the gun is cocked. This design inspired the Pieper M1893 carbine and Steyr 1893 revolver. The Nagant was adopted as the standard-issue sidearm for the Imperial Russian Army and police officers, replacing earlier Smith & Wesson models. Production began in Liège, Belgium, but Russia purchased the manufacturing rights in 1898 and moved production to the Tula Arsenal in Russia. The Nagant was produced in two versions, a double-action version for officers and a cheaper single-action version for lower ranks. The Nagant's sealed firing system allowed it to make effective use of a sound suppressor.
98 grains, but well-placed shots can definitely prove lethal.
Nagant revolver, mechanically interesting, and that is the fact that it's a gas seal revolver.
Russian revolver, made in 1943, T&E, okay?
Number 7, Yugo M48 Mauser, $600. The Mauser M98 was a bolt-action military rifle adopted by over 40 nations during the first half of the 20th century. It was later adopted by Germany as the G98 and later the K98K, which was the mainstay of the German army during World War II. Most M98s were produced in 7.92 by 57 mm caliber, with variants produced at Kragujevac Arsenal since the 1920s. The M48 military rifle was well finished, with a bluing similar to wartime German K98Ks. It had never been fired and had a two-stage military trigger pull. The rifle comes with accessories like a bayonet, cleaning kit, front sight guard, muzzle protector, oil solvent bottle, and leather ammunition pouches.
They decided upon a single standardized design that they were going to make from scratch, brand new.
Number 6. Smith & Wesson Military and Police, $500. Smith & Wesson is a leading manufacturer of polymer pistols, with their M2.0 line and Performance Center models being popular. The M&P 40 S&W is a popular choice for those who prefer polymer-framed pistols but find one size fits all. It comes with 3 high-capacity mags, removable back straps, night sights, and a carrying case. The M&P 40 S&W performs well with perfect performance after 760 rounds and is as accurate offhand as any tactical handgun on the market. The Military and Police 40 S&W could be improved by retaining the beaver tail for better grip and carrying concealed in an inside waistband holster. Number 5. Mauser C96, $3,000. The Mauser C96 is a semi-auto pistol produced by German arms manufacturer Mauser from 1896 to 1937. It features an integral box mag, long barrel, wooden shoulder stock, and a grip shaped like a broom handle. The pistol had superior range and better penetration than most other pistols of its era, with the 7.63 by 25 mm Mauser cartridge being the highest velocity commercially manufactured pistol cartridge until the advent of the .357 Magnum cartridge in 1935. Mauser manufactured approximately 1 million C96 pistols, with the number produced in Spain and China being large but unknown due to poor production records. The C96 was popular with British officers and civilians serving in various colonial wars and was chambered for various cartridges. Number 4. Swedish Mauser M1896, $600. The M96 Swedish Mauser is a classic bolt-action rifle that armed the majority of non-British aligned world before and after World War II. Produced in 1898, it features a straight-hand butt, large bolt handle, and a blade foresight with a tangent type at the rear. The M96 action is not as strong as the M98 action, but has the same receiver layout with a flag-type safety and a long cocking piece. It was supplied to Finland for the Winter War against Russia and likely served in the Continuation War. The M96 was popular with civilian shooters as it does today. It shoots well with standard iron sights, but true target boys fitted aperture sights similar to TR rifles shot at Bisley. The M96 has few vices, such as a straight-out bolt handle and 3-position flag safety. The aperture sights offer improved precision over the standard blade and U-notch setup, but it does not suffer well in low light. Number 3. Chinese Type 53, $400. The Chinese Type 53 rifle, a license-built version of the Soviet M1944 Mosin-Nagant carbine, was introduced for the People's Liberation Army in 1953. It was replaced by the SKS and AK-47 by the early 1960s and was used for 20 years by the Chinese People's Militia. The Type 53 was considered a significant advantage due to the human wave tactics used by the Chinese in Korea. The production of the Type 53, along with weapons with tooling captured from the nationalist Chinese, marked the beginning of today's powerful Chinese arms industry. The Type 53 was based on the Soviet model 1944 carbine, which was based on the earlier Mosin-Nagant model 1938 carbine. The Mosin-Nagant rifle, the longest-serving and most widely used bolt-action rifle of all time, entered service in 1891 and is still used in conflicts today. Century Arms has imported a group of Type 53 carbines, but most show considerable use. Number 2. K31, $600. The Swiss K31 is a 20th century rifle that has gained popularity due to its uniqueness, fun to shoot, and accuracy. It is known for its straight pull bolt, beer keg charging handle, and Swiss shield. The K31 is different from other Mills-Serp rifles and is desirable for both shooters and collectors. The K31 has a history of being replaced by the Swiss 1911 rifle in 1931, which was issued from 1933 to 1958. After Swiss soldiers finished their mandatory service, they could purchase their issued rifles, resulting in many guns being kept and maintained for a lifetime. The K31 has a reputation for excellent machining and craftsmanship, resulting in legendary accuracy. The technology in this gun is a century old, but it still feels like a precision machine. Working the straight pull bolt is a fantastic experience at the range. The stocks in the earlier models are all walnut, while from 1945 forward, the stocks are all beechwood. The K31 is a popular choice for both shooters and collectors, and its popularity is due to its unique design and accuracy. Number 1. Mosin-Nagant M9130, $500. The Russian military developed the M91, a modern infantry rifle, after heavy losses during the Russo-Ottoman War. The M9130, a bolt-action rifle designed for the Mosin-Nagant, features standard tangent iron sights, a graduated rear sight leaf, and a hooded front post. The rifle feeds from a wedge-shaped 5-round mag, which is hinged open for easy unloading and cleaning. The M9130 is bolt-action operated, with the straight handle rotating 90 degrees upward and pulling rearward until the bolt face bottoms out at the rear of the mag. The rifle fires the 7.62 by 54 mm R cartridge, which is over twice as powerful as the 5.56 by 45 mm NATO cartridge and more than 20 times as powerful as the 22 LR cartridge. The M9130 bayonet is a Soviet pig sticker that is inadequate as a killing tool. Most recoil issues can be addressed by pulling the firearm tightly into the shoulder and firing from while standing or seated instead of prone. That's all for this video, folks. See you next time.